All right, here we go. Fourth installment, Genesis to Revelation, one chapter at a time. So far, we've learned a few things. We learned that God created this world, created humans, every living thing in it. And chapter 3, we saw the gruesome fate of mankind. 3 chapters in already, we're faced with turmoil, decisions, choices we make just in our lives. And we see that we've been kicked out of the garden, this perfect, celestial created garden, and we can't live there anymore. I come to you from the body of Christ, America, and now we're going to delve into chapter 4. Maybe things might look better in these coming chapters. Maybe we'll get a ticket back into the garden. I guess we'll have to see. Alright, here we go. Now Adam knew Eve, his wife, and she conceived and bore Cain, and said, I have acquired a man from the Lord. Then she bore again, this time a brother, Abel. Now Abel was a keeper of sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground. And in the process of time, it came to pass that Cain brought an offering of the fruit of the ground to the Lord. Abel also brought the firstborn of his flock and of their fat. And the Lord respected Abel for his offering, but he did not respect Cain in his offering. And Cain was very angry, and his countenance fell. So the Lord said to Cain, why are you angry? And why has your countenance fallen? If you do well, you will not be accepted. If you do well, will you not be accepted? And if you do not do well, sin lies at the door, and its desires is for you, but you shall rule over it. Now Cain talked with Abel his brother, and it came to pass, when they were in the field, and Cain rose up against Abel his brother and killed him. So the first 2 people in this world bore 2 children, and now one of those children have killed. The first murder comes 4 chapters in. What a fate. Then the Lord said to Cain, where is Abel, your brother? He said, I do not know. Am I my brother's keeper? And he said, what have you done? The voice of your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground. So now you are cursed from the earth, which has opened its mouth to receive your brother's blood from your hand. And when you till the ground, it shall no longer yield its strength to you. A fugitive and a vagabond you shall be on the earth. Wow, he seemed pretty mad there. I mean, he killed, his own brother, and that's a pretty major thing. That the blood cries out to God. I mean, I'm sure if my brother killed me, it wouldn't be good. And Cain said to the Lord, my punishment is greater than I can bear. Surely you have driven me out of this day from the face of the ground. I shall be hidden from your face. I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond from the earth. And it will happen that anyone who finds me will kill me. Then the Lord said to him, therefore, whoever kills Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him 7-fold. And the Lord said, set a mark on Cain, lest anyone finding him should kill him. So I guess the Lord, in his patience, came to Cain and said, you killed your brother, I'm kind of mad about that, but, if anyone kills you, they'll have to answer to me. And that's pretty crazy that God can forgive that quick. In a sense, I guess. Then Cain went out from the presence of the Lord and dwelt in the land of Nod, east of Eden. And Cain knew his wife, and Cain knew his wife, and she conceived and bore Enoch. And he built a city, and he called the name of that city after the name of his son Enoch. To Enoch was born Irid, maybe, and Irid begot Michael, I think, and Michael bore Methuselah. I knew when I get to these names, I'm just going to butcher them. And then Methuselah begot Lamech. Then Lamech took himself, Lamech, I think that's how you say it, took himself 2 wives and named one of them Adah, and the other name was the second Zillah. And Adah bore Jabal. He was the father of those who dwelled in tents and have livestock. His brother's name was Jabul, and he was the father of all those who play the harp and the flute. And as for Zillah, she also bore Tubal-Cain, an instructor of every craftsman in bronze and iron, and the sister of Tubal-Cain was Naamah. Then Lamech said to his wives, Adah and Shelah, hear my voice. Wives of Lamech, listen to my speech, for I have killed a man for wounding me, even a young man for hurting me. If Cain shall be avenged 7-fold, and Lamech 77-fold. Okay, that was the family of Cain there. He's already multiplying, creating a bunch, found all these people, which came from, people come from people? I don't know. And Adam knew his wife again, and she bore a son and named him Seth. For God has anointed another seed for me instead of Abel, whom Cain killed. And as for Seth, to him a son was born, and named him Enosh. Then men began to call on the name of the Lord. So here we go. People, are making people. And now we see that Adam and Eve bore another son, Seth. So that was a pretty quick chapter. Kind of rough for me to get through, with all these new people introduced into the world. And let's just see what happens. We already see murder, but I guess after the murder, Cain was still blessed enough to create all these people and have sons and daughters, and so it looks like things are looking up after murder on the scene, and I guess we'll have to go from there. Here we are, 4 chapters in to the Genesis to Revelation reading, and we'll have to see what comes next. All right, thank you.